Good.
all things considered. How are you?
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Here, let me just adjust this a little.
Yeah?
So I like this room when I'm with you because then it looks, we've got a little twinsy situation going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Okay, right on. I'm just gonna turn up my volume. I'm super excited for Pilates.
Yeah, you're gonna do it with me, right?
Of course.
Okay, so, I mean, should we wait a few minutes like we did before, or?
Yeah, let's give everybody like a minute to join. My
Couple
friend
minutes.
Molly Grantham just joined. She's a newscaster in North Carolina.
Oh,
So,
wow.
hi, Molly.
I'm just turning my volume up all the way, so.
Okay, right
So, what's happening?
on. Oh, just trying to stay positive in the midst of everything that's going on in our world.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to end every sentence with the words "for now." So, like, yeah, the beaches are closed for now. There's no school for now, and it just kind of changes my mindset so that I realize that there will be an ending, there will be a beginning, and there will be sort of a new beginning of how life will work.
Mm-hmm. No, I like that for now. We, one of Keaton's teachers when we were interviewing for schools, when we said that, what we say to kids, if they go, oh, I can't do it, is he has a tendency to give up, if he can't do it. He obviously only likes the things that come more easy. But she's like, you can't do it for now, but you're learning and you will be able to do it, So anyway, for now is a great, great, great way to look at it. I'm just shutting this bathroom door.
Right on. Yeah, I learned that little mantra, the "for now," from Donna Holleran. She's a child development specialist. We did baby group with her. And it's amazing how so many things that we teach children, like you're alluding to with your son and his teacher, it works for adults also.
Yeah, it's a great way to, because everything's for now, really.
Yeah.
We're all for now.
Totally. Well, speaking of for now, my abs need your attention.
Great. So let's get going then. If you feel like we're ready to go, we are going to do a beginning Pilates mat class. I did this the last time Desi and I worked, and I think it's just a really good series to start with for people who have never done Pilates, and also for people who have done Pilates, because it's still challenging no matter how you want to look at it. So the first thing we're going to do is called the coordination, and it's for circulation, coordination, and detoxification, right? Because what you're doing is you're inhaling for 5 counts, you're exhaling for 5 counts, all while pumping your arms strongly 4 to 6 inches. And this really heats the body up. Also, one other note that I'm going to add, which I didn't do last time, is it's through your nose and out through your nose, very much like yoga. So that's another thing. Joseph Pilates took a lot from yoga, and it shows in the series if we ever get the chance to work together more, Desi, you'll see there's so many similarities. It's crazy. Not crazy, but it's good. It's cool, because nothing's that different, and one takes from the other. So
I love it.
Yeah, so let's start. Now, with the hundreds, there's 3 ways you can keep your feet, right? So depending on your back, and if your neck is sore, by all means, keep it back and down. or if you have a very weak neck. But if you don't, we're going to start in what we call a C curve. So your feet can be down, and you can start with an inhale here, exhale for 5 counts, and for more advanced, inhale, tabletop, exhale for 5 counts, and again for 3, inhale, and exhale for 5 counts, and again for 4, advanced. Woo! 5 more. And I like to get a little hold at the end and release. The roll up is next. So what you want to do is really stretch your body long. Think skinny like a pencil. And then we roll up, chin tucks to your chest. Try to keep your ears between your biceps. And reach down and forward, stretching your spine and your hamstrings all the way. I get it from my base of my skull all the way down. And then slowly roll down, scooping under one vertebrae at a time. And reach. And again, inhale up, exhale, stretch forward. Inhale, scoop. Exhale, and release. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale, tucking it under. Exhale, release. Last 2. And last 1. Stretch. And bring your arms down by your side. Leg circles are next. Right? So I always like to describe these as a triangular teardrop shape, which is kind of weird, but it makes sense if you actually think about it. So what happens is your big toe is in alignment with your nose, and what you do is you cross it down over your other big toe and straight up. Now, more advanced people now have learned it where you can lift your hip and up. The goal is to try to feel it in your center and in your core, right? Shoulders are open, back of the arms are pressing into the mat, and you're reaching through the hamstring on the bottom leg, and the motion is down, up. 1, 2, down, up, 3. Now, if you're not that flexible, by all means, bend this knee. What's important is the stability of the hips. And 4, 5, just 6, reverse. Straight and cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 4, cross. 5, and 6. So today, because I'm feeling extra stiff, what we're going to do is, if we have the reformer, it's called tree, right? So you're going to tuck your chin to your chest, into the C curve, grab the back of your thigh, and use your stomach to climb up your leg like a tree trunk, right? And what we're going to do is point and flex 5 times, because I'm oh so stiff. 3 and 4. Keep trying to lengthen up. 5. And then let's do some circles. Let's do 5 in each direction. Stretching the ankles out. And reverse. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I want you to lift up really tall. And you can also bend your knee here. Totally cool. Lift, 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 and then you're gonna lengthen over your leg. Lowering it down. And again, lift up, nice and tall. Keep holding on to that leg. And exhale. Down and forward. And again, last one. Nice big inhale. Sitting up tall. And exhale. Reach it down and forward. And with that, you pull your leg back. And it's like a tree trunk, right? Controlling from your abdominals. Fingertips walk down your leg. And then for a little more belly burn, we're going to hold our leg here. Reach our palms by our side. Hold this leg up off the ground. And we're going to count to 15. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 9. I count weird. 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull up higher. 4, 3, 2, and release it down on 1. Okay. Moving on. Other leg, other side. And here we go. Cross and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tummy's pulling in. Hold. Reverse. Straight and across. 1, 2, 3. Cross and lift. 4. Cross and lift. 5. Cross and lift. Hold. 6. Give yourself a nice stretch. Pull the leg down a little lower, making sure your hips are down, tucking your chin to your chest, slowly using your abdominals, climbing up the tree, your leg, lifting up nice and tall. And here we go. Point and flex for 5. Soft elbows, no hyperextension. 4, 3, 2, 1, and circle it around. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse the circle. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift up tall. And then we're going to round it forward and lower the leg. And again, up we go. Inhale and exhale. Making sure the hip is down and really square. And third and final one. Lift and exhale. Reach it down and forward. And we lift. And slowly, using your stomach, walk your hands down your leg. And then we hold for 15 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep splitting the legs. 8, 9, 10. Come up higher. 1, 2. Maybe like I'm counting off. 3, 2 more. 4, and a little higher. And release down. And from there, let's transition by rolling up. You're going to slide to the front of the mat. And we're going to do rolling like a ball, okay? So what has to happen here is you're balancing on your tailbone. What it is sitting up C curve, right? So you're going to roll through your spine. It's kind of like a massage for it. You're going to look into your belly button, keeping your shoulders down. Now, maybe this is all you do today. I don't know. Depends on where you're at level-wise. And then we roll down and up. And then balance on your tailbone when you come up. And again, it's down, up. And let's do 6, 3. I'm on 3. I don't know. Everyone's probably on a different count. 4. Inhale and exhale. 5. Don't kick your feet back to come up, right? You want to stay tight like a ball. so you feel it in your abdominals. So right from here, we lower down, transition again, single leg stretch. So outside hand ankle, inside hand knee. There's always a push and a pull. So you're pulling in, you're resisting out, and switch. Try to get your knee to your earlobe. Elbows up, shoulders down. 9, 10, and together. You can look to the left, stretch out your neck. Look to the right. And now, double leg stretch, right? So same thing we just did, except both legs. Grabbing your shins, don't grab your knees. Nice high C curve. And it's a reach, reach, and pull. And lift up into that C curve. And again, let's do 9. The challenge is always staying up in that C curve. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release down, transition, and roll up. And the last thing we're going to do is spine stretch forward. So you want to sit up really tall, feet are flexed. And what this is, it's an articulation of the spine. It's a really nice stretch, right? So if you're sitting sideways, shoulders are down, nice straight back as if you're up against a wall, right? Imaginary wall. You're going to tuck your chin down to your chest, scooping your belly in, and reach forward and stretch. And then inhale and lift up. 4 more. Exhale. Reach down and forward. Inhale and lift. Last 3. Inhale. You should feel this in your stomach as well. Last 2. Inhale and lift. And our final one, exhale. And reach. And inhale. And release. So that's the beginning, that class.
I love it. I feel my abs. Thank you.
Good. Well, hopefully you feel a little warmed up by now. So now we can go into Desi's yoga class, which I'm sure is going to be super challenging. I know last week it was.
I'm gonna go a little bit more stretchy today. We'll have one challenging move, but otherwise, it feels like this week is so full for so many people. I don't know if it's the full moon or what's happening, but
When's the full moon, or did I already miss it?
I think it's the day after tomorrow. So we feel the energy building and building and building. And then on Thursday, it'll feel like, and then we'll start to have a dissipation of the energy and it won't be so intense. But when we're close to the full moon, I actually like to go just a little bit more mellow with yoga because it feels like the air is already charged, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you to sit into Sukhasana, easy pose. Sukha means ease. And you can close your eyes just for a moment and let there be a really strong and stable foundation. So you feel the sit bones pressing down into Mother Earth and everything beneath the belly button just enjoys a sense of surrendering to gravity. Everything is drawn easily towards the floor. And now let there be a feeling of growing really tall through the spine, and the crown of the head is rising up. So everything above the belly button has a sense of ascension. It is rising up towards this beautiful May sky. You can deepen the breath a little bit if that's comfortable. And in the center of these two energies, of the descending energy in the lower body and the ascending energy in the upper body, we feel that strong awakened core that Nicole just helped us to fire up. So make sure that you have a sense of strength and support from that inner corset. And the body's already warm and ready to stretch, so we're going to go ahead and flutter the eyes open. Take one leg out to the side and the opposite foot against the inner thigh. First two fingers are peace fingers. They reach out towards your big toe. If you can't reach your big toe, it's all good. Hold on to the lower leg. Now take the other arm out to the side and look up to the sky. The palm is facing the ceiling. And just breathe there. Yeah, so I like this particular sequence for when both the hips and the neck are kind of cranky or just tight. So we're going to go real slow with it and be really, really nice to our necks. You're going to turn your chin down gracefully towards the extended leg, and now turn that top palm down towards the floor, and then all the way around again. So it's internal rotation, or sometimes it's called backwards up. You're turning the palm backwards up, if that makes sense. And we're going to do that a few more times. So you turn the palm up to the sky. It's kind of like you're serving someone something with this top hand. You inhale, you look up, you elongate, and then ever so slowly you exhale. Turn the palm down and rotate all the way around so the palm is facing up again. Chin is down towards the extended leg. And just one more time like that. Inhale. And you can feel how, exhale, all of that connective tissue is connected all the way from your head down to your toes. And then let's pause with the palm facing the sky. If your neck is sensitive, you might want to look down towards the floor. It's totally up to you. And now take that top hand up, 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 and over. And if this is enough for today, great. For those of you who are really bendy, you might want to take that top hand all the way over to the foot. But if you do that, then take the other hand and press it down on the hip. So I'm going to teach, or I'll mirror cue here. If the left knee is bent, the right hand comes to the left thigh, and vice versa. And just keep reaching, reaching all the way over to the side. Reach, reach, reach. You should feel a big stretch through the hamstring, the obliques, gentle stretch through the neck. And now for this last breath cycle here, see if you can turn the heart to the sky just a little bit more. So there's this really beautiful spiral and rotation. And remember, the lower body is being hugged by gravity down. And now the upper body can float all the way back up. Lift all the way up. Bring both hands to frame the bent knee. And just take a little counter stretch.
Can't see what you're doing.
Uh-oh. I'm just turning away from the extended leg.
Okay, got it.
And now we're simply going to switch sides. So let's take the other leg out and bring the foot to the inner thigh. And first two fingers are like peace fingers. You can bring them to the big toe if that's comfortable. And before we move into lateral flexion, before we bend to the side, turn the palm up to the sky and press both sit bones down into the floor. So we want a really stable foundation. And then open it a little bit so it's like your hand draws back slightly in space. You're looking up towards the sky one more time. As you inhale, look up. Now you exhale, and here we go. We're going to turn the chin down towards the extended leg. Turn the palm down, back, and around. So you've got that backwards up situation. And let's do that again. Inhaling, gazing up, turning up. And exhaling, spinning. So you have that rotation in the shoulder joint. You are in deep internal rotation here. And let's do it again. Inhale. So this is external rotation. You're turning out and up. And then one final time for internal rotation. You spin it all the way around in the socket. And now stay there, but turn the face up. Ever so slowly turn the palm up. Keep reaching all the way over to the side. Maybe you're here, maybe you reach alongside your ear, maybe you reach for the foot. For those of you who are really bendy and can reach the foot, take the opposite hand and press the thigh of the bent knee down towards the floor. So if your right knee is bent, you're using your left hand to press it down, or vice versa. And these deeper stretches, we want to stay in a minimum of 6 to 10 seconds so that we feel a relaxation response. For this one, we'll be here maybe an additional 10 seconds. If you want to just close your eyes and breathe a little bit deeper, take care of your body, let it feel good. And let's come all the way up and release that arm. Open both legs, please. So with the legs as wide open as they'll go, make sure that your knees and your toes are pointed to the sky. Let's bring the hands in front of us, and you're going to just crawl the fingertips forward. So what I'm most interested in here is that your spine is long and that we're not curved here. We want a lot of length. And maybe you just keep your hands on the floor. For those of you who are a little more bendy, you can bring your forearms down. And if you're really flexible, you can bring your chest and maybe even your face down. And you have the option of bringing your first two fingers to the big toes once again if your chest and your face are down. I'm going to come up just a little bit so I can keep talking to you and I'm not talking into the floor. But feel free to, again, close your eyes and breathe into the stretch. So we don't want to become sensation junkies. We don't want to try to find the deepest stretch ever every single time. That can be a little bit jarring to the nervous system. But what's a good choice here, what would be wise here, is to work with the exhalation as the doorway to a deeper pose. So every time you exhale, just feel everything softening down. And we're here for 3 more deep breaths. You should feel a stretch in the hamstrings and the inner thighs. Beautiful. And let's slowly come up. And you're going to close your legs. So bring your legs together. And let's go ahead and lay down. You can lay down onto your back. Please bring your knees into your chest and let's come into happy baby. So hold on to your outer arches of your feet and you can rock and roll a little bit side to side. So earlier Nicole was taking us forward and back. Now you can rock a little side to side, massage your low back here. Let that feel good. Nice work. And bring one leg down to the floor and the other knee into your chest. So I've got my right knee now. And same thing here that Nicole was alluding to earlier. If you need to bend the knee to take the edge off the stretch, it's all good. If you're a little more bendy, the leg is straight. And now let's take this top leg up to the sky. You can hold on to the hamstring, the calf, or the big toe. If you're holding on to the big toe, hold on with the first 2 fingers. So we've got that peace sign once again. And now take that right leg all the way out to the right and keep that left hip down. I like to just use my hand to gently press it down. Take the left arm out to the left and you can gaze over the left arm. So you're looking away from the leg. Good. And again, it's just kind of interesting to feel how the whole body works together. How the hip and the neck actually share some interesting connections. And also, it's interesting to note that different parts of our bodies kind of hold different energies. So the hips are usually will correspond to fight or flight. And the neck, tension and stress. Let's take that leg back up to the sky. And now we're going to take it across for a twist. So I'm going to leave it up to you. If you want to bend the knee and hold on to the outer part of the leg, cool. If you're a little more bendy, you can make a peace symbol or hold on to the outer arch of the foot and take the leg across your body for the twist. So you're looking away from the leg. Okay. So this is the only sort of great big pose that we're going to have, and it's totally optional. It isn't something that's going to make you burn, but it's going to sort of give you a blissed out hip later, which is always a good thing. So my bottom leg, my left leg, is straight down on the floor right now. I'm going to bend it, and I'm going to take my right hand to the top arch of the left foot and look to the right. Nice, yeah. So I don't know if you remember, maybe Nicole, did you have 45 records when you were a little girl?
Yes.
So this pose, I don't know why, it reminds me of those yellow plastic things that we used to stick in the middle of the 45 record to make it fit onto the turntable. Yep.
I have one.
Really?
I have one now, a record player.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm sure the sound is so like rich and beautiful.
It's great. I love it.
Nice. All right, so you're going to release the left foot. Now my right hand is out. My left leg is straight again. And before we switch sides, we've got one more pose. So if you could just roll on to your side and face me. You can prop up your head. Yeah, so keep that top leg reaching towards your iPhone. And now bend the top knee. First 2 fingers, grab the big toe, and extend. Yeah. All right, so from the 70s and the 45 plastic thing, now we're moving into the 80s and Jane Fonda pose. So this pose in yoga is called Anantanasana, and it means side lying Vishnu pose. And it's up to you if you'd like to lay down on the outstretched arm or prop your head. If you have neck sensitivity, I would stay laying down. And now let's play. Can we get deeper? Deeper, 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 deeper. Maybe get the foot all the way down towards the head. Maybe even grab it with the other hand. These are all just options. One more big breath.
I'm shaking.
Good work. And release that leg, roll onto your back, and let's switch
cracking like crazy.
Yeah, it's a great big stretch sequence that just kind of releases all those larger muscle groups and feels good. Okay, let's bring the left knee into the chest. And again, up to you, hamstring, calf, or big toe. Take the leg up to the sky. So one thing that I really miss during these times of quarantine, and I think that'll probably extend a while, is massage.
Oh my God. I'm so desperate for a massage.
Oh my, yes, you and me both. I'm like, Mother's Day is coming up, and that's usually what I ask for every year.
That's all I ever asked for.
Okay, let's take this leg all the way up to the left, all the way up to the side. You can use your right hand to press the right hip down. And let's see if we can allow some of these bigger stretches to be a little bit like a massage from the inside out. I know it's not the same as having somebody else's hands dig into tension, but it does help to breathe, to release. And I know I'm going past time a little bit today, guys, but it's just one of those weeks when it feels like we need a little extra TLC, a little more patience.
My hips all over.
All right, let's take the leg back up to the center, and we will switch hands and take it across for the twist. If you can hold on to the outer arch of the foot, cool. If it's too much, you can hold on to the outer shin. All right, here comes the fun. You're going to bend the bottom knee. So I bring my left hand to the top arch of my right foot. I lay down and I gaze to the left with the leg extended out to the right. Oops. Yeah. Perfect. And breathe.
Is the top leg straight or bent?
The top leg is straight if you can. Yeah.
I did it wrong on the other side.
It's okay. And if the knee is bent, it isn't wrong, it's just more gentle. If you can straighten the leg completely, it gives you a little bit more of an intense stretch. So wherever you are, if the top knee is bent or straight, see if you can drop the top hip towards the floor or towards the wall that's by your feet. Good work. We've got 3 more deep breaths here. I'm going to do a little spinorama action in a second here so that I'm not turning my back to you. But what you'll do is release the top leg, release the foot, roll onto your side. And again, I'm simply going to spin around so I can continue to chat with you. And we're back in that Jane Fonda Nantanasana pose. Up to you if you want to support the head or not. All right, and then if you want more of a stretch, you can always hold on to the calf and pull the leg towards your head. If that works for you, maybe you even grab it with the opposite hand. And one side is always totally different from the other.
Always.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got 3 more deep breaths here, and then we'll conclude with like a super quickie shavasana, just like 30 seconds or so that the nervous system isn't overstimulated. 1 more big breath, pull that pinky toe back towards your head. And release the legs, spread out, roll onto your back, palms face the sky. legs fall into an open, comfortable position, you can close your eyes and completely let go. And relax your feet, your ankles, your lower legs. Let the feeling of relaxation move into the larger muscles of the thighs and the hips. Let go through the abdomen, the lower back, the chest, the upper back. And really release through the trapezius muscles, into the neck, the arms, the fingertips. And last, but of course not least, relax your beautiful face and let your face be a reflection of peace. Let's roll onto your side. You can use your hand to press yourself up to seated. Take your time, there's no rush. The light in me recognizes and bows to the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you. So I know we had a little schedule change. You want to share with everybody what's coming up on Thursday?
Thursday we'll be here at 1 o'clock, but it will be Desi doing yoga and Andrea Orbeck, who is the muscle whisperer, who will kick your ass, doing, what does she do?
I think
it's strength training, but she can kick it in 15 minutes. You'll be out of breath and sore the next day, guaranteed.
Yeah, it's like a mixture of HIIT training with resistance training with mostly your body weight or smaller weights. And yeah, I just kind of want to cry in a good way.
So hard that last week. I was like, oh my God.
I lift really heavy weights. Like I normally go to Gold's and I lift super heavy weights because I've got heavy children that want piggyback rides. But I'm so impressed with what Andrea can do.
Mm-hmm. Imagine a whole hour with her.
I love it.
All right. Well, I guess is that it for today, or
we're good?
Okay. So to the people who joined, thank you. We hope you enjoyed yourselves, and we look forward to continuing on every Tuesday, Thursday, and possibly one on the weekend.
For sure.
So stay tuned. Follow
awesome.
At Nicole Stewart LA. And what's your handle at Desi?
My Instagram is Mothers Into Living Fit, and then everything else across channels is Desi Bartlett. And then one tiny little thing, let me just give a shout out to Jamie Catmull. She joined us at the end. She is a reporter for Forbes. So thank you all for joining.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Bye.